Listen as this politician is sitting here explaining to you that inflation isn't just inflation, but it is a hidden tax that taxes the poor. Check out the clip.
I'm a Conservative. Of course I want to cut taxes. The best tax cut that I can deliver for the British people right now is to halve inflation.
Well,
that was why it was the first of my priorities.
It's a feature in the economy, but I want to
Laura,
ask you about Michael Gove's
please,
this morning.
I think actually, no,
I want
if I
to
could,
ask you,
please, this is really important because you just said something that I completely disagree with. Inflation is a tax. You just said it isn't. Inflation is a tax. It's a tax that impacts the poorest people the most. And that is why the best tax cut that I can deliver is to halve inflation.
Well,
and that's why I set it out as the first.
Let's not have
economically, the
debate.
impact that it has on people is to eat into their pockets, it eats into their wallets, it puts up the prices of things, it effectively acts as a tax. And that is why we must bring it down, and that's why we are, and the plans are working.
And with that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video. Piggybacking on that clip you just seen, talking about that inflation is tax, Robert Kiyosaki, his latest, the FDIC has over 725 banks that are currently on the death watch list. What does this mean? It means America does not need enemies. America has bankers. Our criminal bankers start with Jerome Powell of the Fed, Janet Yellen of our Treasury, and Jamie Dimon of our banks. God help us. The USA does not need criminals. We hired them as bankers. So as the Fed raises rates, lowers rates, it stimulates the economy, takes money in and out the system, but makes people feel richer or poorer. They have the keys to the kingdom. They have the cheat code to the video game. There's only one thing you can do, one hedge. That is the hedge against debasement of our currency. They continue to print, and that hedge is Bitcoin. And taking a look at the Bitcoin price chart at the current time it's recording, we see Bitcoin come in over 28,000 at 28,115. And take a closer look on the hourly. You see right here, Bitcoin had this major wick to the upside. Bitcoin went from really down to 27.1 up to 28.1. The current time it's recording, this went up $1,000 within 1 hour. Look at this major candle. So this is how Bitcoin can get sometimes. Bitcoin lulls out. We'll zoom out on the price. You see this major price appreciation. And this looks like Bitcoin could be getting ready to test maybe higher highs. We have to be patient and wait. Looking at the DXY, we see that the DXY on the weekly has ran into resistance on the upper bound of the Gaussian channel. So this could just be still in a downtrend. Remember, the trend's your friend to the end, and we did top out way back here in September of 22. We came down, traded sideways in this channel, and we were putting in lower highs and lower lows, but then look what Bitcoin, or look what the DXY did, and put in a higher high. It's higher than this previous low. So will we see a continuation to the downside, or will this Gaussian channel act as major resistance, and will this fall, or will this continue to the upside to put in this potential double top pattern, this M shape, before we see lower price action on the DXY? Remember, this is important because the DXY is inversely correlated to Bitcoin and the crypto space. And we see that when the DXY goes up, Bitcoin goes down, and vice versa. Taking a look at the Bitcoin price chart at the current time it's recording, we're looking at 28.1 as mentioned. Over the past day, up over 7%. Ethereum up almost 10%, coming in at 1727. But if you're looking at the overall crypto market capitalization, we see that there is a lot of green. Why we see this major candle, that major 1 hour candle we showed you? Well, does it have anything to do with this? Congress narrowly averts a shutdown as the House Democrats help pass the stopgap bill. In a stunning reversal, Speaker Kevin McCarthy pushed through a bill with Democratic votes to temporarily keep the government open. President Biden signed it late Saturday. So is this why we've seen this major candle spike up, because we didn't have that shutdown? Well, maybe. What's your thoughts? Taking a look at an update from El Crypto Prof, the month of September has closed above the SMA 20 again. Thus, August could be considered a fake out. So right now, we're trying to get back above this blue line. Once we get back above this comfortably and we have that retest, it's going to be off to the races. Every single time we did this before, it has been a parabolic move for Bitcoin and crypto. And then another update from him. Buying Bitcoin below the EMA 50 line is the best opportunity every cycle. Every single time, below this EMA 50, below the EMA 50, If you had a lot of time to accumulate, and look at this is a major cup and handle pattern that's forming. We blasted past the EMA 50, and now we're retesting it. Are we going to have that bump and run to the upside, see higher price action before the end of this year? That could be what's in the cards. Why is Bitcoin important? Look at the rent versus income. Since back in '85, the red line is the rent price, and the blue line is the household income. The rent continues just to go up and up and up. From '85 to 2000, it went up 50%, while you see the household income just sort of stayed in sideways. But look what happened. It's going parabolic. It went up 100% over about a 25 to 30 year window, while the household income, nothing's occurring, nothing's happening. So how can people make a living in today's society when hard assets are outpacing wages? Buy Bitcoin. Another update from Mike Alfred. Nobody thinks we'll see 40,000 by the end of 2023. Very few think that we'll see it by the halving, but we need to see higher prices than the 40,000 before the halving if previous cycle dynamics hold up. So what's he talking about? Taking a look at the Bitcoin price, we'll look at this on the weekly. Zooming out on the charts, we see that every single time that Bitcoin has this bear market rally to the upside, it comes up to that previous bounce back after the all-time high right here, 11.6. We came back up, bear market tested that before rejection. Look back in the charts right here, around $700. We came back up, retested that level before having rejection and blasting through it post-halving. So where are we at right now? What could we be anticipating? This major uptick right here is around the $45,000 threshold, anywhere the $40,000 to $50,000 range possibly. Could we be getting ready to see this ramp up? That could be what's in the cards. Once again, this is the Gaussian looking on the weekly. We have flipped from red to green, and this looks pretty bullish because we came up, actually retested that midline, the Gaussian, and the current time it's recording, we are below the 200 moving average, this blue line as well, and in the Gaussian channel. But all in all, it still looks like we could be putting in higher highs and higher lows. We have to wait. We have to be patient. We are at a major level of confluence where really the 20 and the 200 are kissing, and the price action is right around there. Are we going to get that pump up past that and see higher price action before the year is over? Or could we be seeing this into next year? Are we going to see what Mike Alfred was saying is, in order for these cycles to be consistent, we got to make it up to these previous levels of these retracements, around that 46 level. That could be what's in the cards for Bitcoin in the short to mid-term, before having a cool off and then going into the halving next year and then off to the races. So when in doubt, zoom out. These cycles aren't going to exactly be the same, but they can definitely rhyme. Keep that in mind. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. That's all I have for you today, and I'm out.